Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I will create a 3D title animation in Adobe After Effects, and in this animation we will use a tunnel style effect using text animation and 3D camera layer movement. So without further ado, let's get started. So first we will create our composition, and the composition will be 1920 into 1080 by width and frame rate is 30, and you can set the duration to 20 seconds, or you can also reduce the duration if you want. So hit OK and rename it as text animation. Now I will create new composition that will be our text placeholder. New composition, and we will set its height to 200 and width will remain the same. For background, I will create a new solid and rename it as background and set its color to black. Now I will write the text. The font I am using is Montserrat and bold. I will center align it by pressing Ctrl Alt Home and Ctrl Home. Changing its color. Now duplicate this text layer and interchange the colors. Now I will set the color of the background to the green and text to black. So now both of our texts are ready. I will place this both text in text animation composition that we have created here. First I will drop down this text and resize it as 37. I am using the effect that is called CC Repetile. And I will expand these right, left and down. Fit to 100% and enable the title action safe. Now I will rotate it. Again I will drop down this first text and reduce size to 37 using this effect, and I will expand up to 400. Now it's time to add our second text composition. Rotate it to 90 and set the size to 37. Now adding this CC Repetile effect and expanding to right, left and up. Moving its position. Now again adding this text and resize it to 37 and add CC Repetile effect and expand down to 400. Now as you can see, our text animation composition is ready. Now it's time to give it some movement, and for movement I will use null. Now parent these four compositions to null and change the rotation to -20. Keyframe it and go to 3 seconds and change the rotation to 20. Easy ease these keyframes by pressing F9. Now I will go to the graph editor and Now our animation will be smooth. So we want this animation to animate continuously. For that purpose, we will use expression. And for expression, I will press Alt and click on this stopwatch and write loop out and ping pong. And end the composition at 6 seconds. Now you can see. Perfect. So our text animation is ready. Now it's time to create a final composition. Now it is our final composition. We will import this our text animation composition. And I will enable the 3D and I will add a camera layer. And I will create a null and parent that camera to the null. Now we will be playing in Z axis, so I will make it further. But one thing remaining, that you can see these of our edges are now cut. So what we will do, we will reduce the size. Now you can see the edges will not cut. Going back to final composition. Now what I will do, I will duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D and press the P, and now go back to this. We remember we will be using this Z slider to move the compositions back and forth in camera. Now it is back. Make sure. So now we want to give some depth to the each composition. For that purpose, we will use drop shadow. Change the opacity to 20 and distance to 11. Now copy this drop shadow and place it here. Now again press Ctrl D and move this slider. Okay, so I have seen that the direction, because this is a dark background and this is light background, so we need depth at here. So I have changed the direction to 231 and I will change the direction on these two. Now you can see there is some depth. Now in this way, I will create multiple compositions and duplicate them and move the Z slider. So in this way, you can create multiple these slides. So I will fast forward and I will add up to 25 to 30 compositions by duplicating them, so that we have a nice tunnel 3D effect. So now you can see our text animation composition is ready. It's time to animate. As you can see, our camera is already linked to this null, and we will use this position to animate this whole scene, and we will be moving in Z axis. So I will keyframe this position, go to 2 seconds and change the Z axis like this, and then again go back to this. I will ease these compositions by pressing F9, and I want them to animate continuously, so I will use the expression. Now as you can see, our tunnel animation is ready. I hope that you like the animation and it will help you to create your own title animation. So if you like the video, please do subscribe, like and share with others. Till then, I will see you in next video.